Hello and welcome to United Report. This is your home for all the latest Manchester United news, match updates, transfer stories, and in-depth analysis. Stay connected and never miss a moment. Subscribe now to stay ahead with everything happening at United. Manchester United defender Tyrell Malacia reportedly rejected a move to another Premier League club before joining PSV Eindhoven. Malacia has struggled with injury problems in recent years, with the left-back making just 9 appearances for United across all competitions since the start of last season. Following the signing of Patrick Dorgu from Lecce, Malacia was deemed surplus to requirements by Ruben Amorim and completed a late loan move to PSV. However, according to Dutch outlet Voetbal Verslaafd, Wolves were also interested in the 25-year-old as they attempt to avoid relegation. Malacia, though, ultimately decided to join PSV instead as they look to win a second consecutive Eredivisie title. Reflecting on his move, Malacia said he was looking forward to playing good football again and putting his injury problems behind him. Speaking to club media, Malacia said, "I'm happy to be here. Finally playing good football again. I am coming off a long injury, but by now I am fit and know that my time will come again." In every tough period, there are also positive elements. And in this case, that is that I have become much stronger physically and mentally. I have more patience, am more mature, know my body better, and things like that. I'm ready to pop and hopefully win several prizes with PSV. To Ernest Stewart, PSV's Director of Football Affairs, added, "We are very happy to welcome with Tyrell, a player who can be of immediate value for PSV1. Tyrell has a lot of experience at the highest level and is also a player with a lot of potential. We look forward to seeing him in action." Dorgu is now set to be United's first-choice left-back, with Luke Shaw suffering a minor setback in his recovery from an injury just 1 week after he returned to first-team training. I am incredibly proud to be able to call myself a Manchester United player. "This is a very special day for my whole family," Dorgu said after joining the Red Devils. "I cannot wait to work with Ruben Amorim. His vision for this team and the future of the club is incredibly exciting. There is a clear plan set out for my development, and I feel that Manchester United is the perfect place to fulfill my potential and complete my huge ambitions." Manchester United will throw everything at landing Victor Gyökeres in the summer, and they could end up paying £20 million less for him than they would have in January. The Red Devils had a fairly quiet winter transfer window, with a £25 million deal for Lecce wingback Patrick Dorgu, their biggest outlay. They did, though, also consider making a move for Gyökeres early. The 25-year-old Sweden star was a huge hit under United's current boss, Ruben Amorim, in Portugal, and he's already been identified as the man capable of getting the goals United will need in order to wrestle their way back into contention for the biggest prizes in football. A January move for Gyökeres would have made sense given United's poor 2024-25 campaign, but they stand to save a huge sum of money by holding fire. As outlined by the iPaper, it's estimated a fee of £83 million would have been needed to prize Gyökeres away from Sporting Lisbon in the January transfer window. However, United are hopeful that they will be able to land Sporting's star striker for closer to £60 million, with the Portuguese champions already resigned to losing Gyökeres, who they snapped up from Coventry City for nothing 18 months ago. Gyökeres has grown into one of Europe's most prolific strikers since leaving the Championship, and currently boasts a remarkable goals-to-game ratio which stands at 77 strikes in just 83 outings. While Gyökeres already has 22 league goals to his name this term, both of United's senior strikers in Rasmus Højlund and Joshua Zirkzee have struggled to find the back of the net. Zirkzee, a summer signing from Bologna, has just 3 league goals to his name, while Højlund has only scored twice in the league. The fact that Amorim played Kobbie Mainoo, a midfielder by trade, ahead of the duo, as a false nine in United's 2-0 loss against Crystal Palace at the weekend speaks volumes. United have scored just 28 goals in 24 matches in the Premier League this season as Amorim and co attempt to guide the Red Devils to a respectable finish. Intriguingly, another striker coveted by Manchester United, Harry Kane, has a release clause worth around £54 million in his contract, which could be triggered next January should United decide to change course for any reason. With the transfer window closed, Manchester United will now hope they can improve their form for the rest of the season. United failed to bring in a new forward before the deadline, but did sign Patrick Dorgu and Aiden Heaven. The pressure will be on Ruben Amorim to turn around the club's fortunes, with the side sitting in 13th position. The FA Cup could yet offer the 40-year-old some respite. United welcome Leicester City and Ruud van Nistelrooy to Old Trafford as they continue their quest to retain the trophy. Mirror Football takes a look at some of the latest news and rumours surrounding the club. Manchester United defender Tyrell Malacia expressed his happiness to be playing good football again after completing a loan move to PSV Eindhoven. The left-back missed the entire 2023-24 campaign due to injury, but has returned to fitness this term. Malacia has been unable to break into Ruben Amorim's side despite their struggles. The 25-year-old has played just 99 minutes in the Premier League. "I'm happy to be here, finally playing good football again," the defender told club media. "I am coming off a long injury. But by now I'm fit and know that my time will come again." In every tough period, there are also positive elements. And in this case, that is that I have become much stronger physically and mentally. I have more patience, more mature, know my body better, and things like that. I'm ready to pop and hopefully win several prizes with PSV. Luke Shaw has suffered another setback on his road back to recovery. After returning to first-team training just last week, Shaw is back on the sidelines. The 29-year-old setback is thought to be minor, having already suffered a blow in December. Shaw will miss Friday's FA Cup fourth round versus Leicester, but the club expect the England international to be back in training on Monday. Shaw last played for United against Everton in December and has played 94 minutes for the club this season across 3 matches. Napoli sporting director Giovanni Manna has revealed that Alejandro Garnacho's demands meant a deal for the winger was not possible. The Serie A side were interested in a new signing after Kvicha Kvaratskhelia departed for Paris Saint-Germain. Manna claims Napoli were close to coming to an agreement with United, but they were too far apart in terms of Garnacho's salary expectations. There were many who didn't leave. "We dealt with Garnacho even before Kvara's departure," Manna said, per Sport Witness. "We made an important offer and came close to United's demands. The player wanted to be satisfied financially, but I didn't find that fair to the other players. We have an average wage level." Gary Neville has suggested Manchester United boss Ruben Amorim does not rate strikers Rasmus Højlund and Joshua Zirkzee. United forked out over £100 million to sign the duo, but Amorim opted to bench them both as the Red Devils took on Crystal Palace on Sunday with Kobbie Mainoo deployed as a false nine instead. However, the move was unsuccessful as United lost 2-0 to Palace thanks to a Jean-Philippe Mateta brace, and Neville believes it was a mistake. Speaking on his Sky Sports podcast, he claimed the move showed that Amorim doesn't like the strikers he's got. Neville said, "The only thing I can think is that it's one of two things. Maybe it's experimenting to the point whereby he's just trying to find a solution that works and he likes and a system he wants to play. Or he doesn't like the strikers he's got. When I saw the team sheet, I thought Fernandes would play in that position or Garnacho. When I saw Kobe up there, everything has to be absolutely perfect. From Palace's point of view, they would fancy that because there's no real goal scorer in the team. I'm not saying if Højlund was up there, they'd panic, but at least then there's a physical presence. Zirski is a big lad. I'm not saying they're brilliant, these players, but when I saw the team, I thought Palace will fancy this, and I can't really see how United will score. Where's it going to come from? If a team doesn't look like it, quite often isn't right. I thought it would get better when Ruben Amorim came in. I thought they'd buy into his enthusiasm and the system. We've seen the absolute opposite. It's got a lot worse, and that's surprising. There's going to be a lot more pain towards the end of the season, I think. They're obviously going to stick with Amorim, but the more you lose, the harder it becomes for the players to buy into the manager and his ideas. You can't keep losing. It will depress the players and make them lose faith. He has to do something, but he can't change his approach now. He won't be enjoying this, but I think he's got to simplify it. While he might not like Højlund, he might not think Zirkzee is great. He might not like other players, but he's got to pick the players he has, the players he's been served. It can't keep going on as it is. They need to start to play better, but where is that coming from? At this moment in time, it's a very sorry situation watching Manchester United play.